Hey yo, what is good, everybody? It is the big homie, the Bully King, Grandpappy Play, aka Play All Consoles, back with another stream here on Twitch.tv. Sorry for being late. Your boy almost fell asleep in front of the PC again. Okay, well, I did fall asleep, but I woke up earlier. Anyway, we back, another stream on Twitch, still doing the retro Xbox slash Xbox 360 week. Actually, we're still on the original Xbox. Today, we're going over a game that, while now I'm gonna say it like this. We're gonna do Spider-Man 2. I believe it was based on the Tobey Maguire era of Spider-Man games, and for me, it was the first Spider-Man I played in a long time. Like, you talking to someone that played the original Spider-Man on the Atari, and I was geeked out about the web swinging on that, which by comparison is atrocious now. But this game got me because of the web swing. I mean, everything else in the game, if you take it piece by piece, by today's standards would be mediocre. But it all complemented the web swing that this game was. This game got so much right just with the web swing. So tonight we're gonna mess around. Not gonna do too much story. I just want to swing around New York. You know, maybe get into a few fights. Like I said, the fights kind of mediocre, but it's kind of the same as like when we did Prince of Persia earlier this week, where the fights can be rudimentary, but at the time they were great for what they were. So we're gonna jump into it. Let's swap on over. Boom. In process of the demo going on. Man, I haven't played this game in forever. And since I'm doing it on my 360, I don't have my game saved from before. So yes, new game. We'll do normal swinging. That was, like I said, that was one of the biggest joys of this game. Just web swinging around. This was like, oh wait, we got some story here. Hold on, hold up. The Big Apple. Yeah, Tobey Maguire. He was the voice act. He voice acted this. Alfred Molina. Yeah, they had all the stars from the movie voice act this, which was also a big thing too. Kirsten Dunst. Got the Marvel music. Oh yeah, the pop up was atrocious in this game.
This is my story. It's the usual thing. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy meets another girl. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't think my life is all flowers and romance, though. I wish. More and more, my life is spent out here, fighting some of the worst the city has to offer. Sometimes it's just a mugger. Sometimes it's a bigger problem. This is the city I protect. New York City. It's my home, my playground, my responsibility.
No, they.
And
Oh.
Miss Mary Jane, the
Mm-hmm.
girl next door, the girl I love. But love is a tricky thing when you live part of your life behind a mask. Fate handed me amazing powers, and I made a promise to use those powers to help people. With great power comes great responsibility. No matter how much I might wish things were different, there's only one Spider-Man.
All right. Again, the time this game came out, I want to say it was damn near revolutionary.
Well, sequel time already, huh?
When you
Nah,
tap the jump button, you'll just do a little hop, a little hop. That's because you didn't charge your jump. Am I going too fast for you? Let's get this show on the road. See that little doohickey? That's your destination marker, and it tells you how to get where you need to go. Clever, huh? When it's in the middle of the screen, you know you're heading towards your goal. Easy, right? All right, stop there for a second and look at your map. See it there? The red thing in the center is you. The blue dot is your destination marker. The line that connects each dot to the map represents how high off the ground that particular thing is. Oh, that makes sense, right? Sure it does. Everything's broken into chapters, and every chapter opens with one of these nifty little slow-mo things. Those words zipping by under the chapter title are the items on your to-do list. So get busy. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is jump off of that thing. I mean it, just jump. Hey, I wouldn't tell you to do something dangerous and life-threatening, would I? Come on. You always do what people say. Huh. I guess you're smarter than you look. Good for you. So, let me tell you a little about swinging. Every time you press the swing button, you'll shoot a new level. There's all kinds of fancy stuff you can do, but let's take baby steps, shall we? Now that you're out and about, why don't you swing around for a while? You know, do your thing. I'll check up on you later. You're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. See, this was, dude. This was so. This is still so much fun.
Okay, I'm back. For the next lesson, let's talk about. Hey, what's going on down there?
Uh oh.
Stop, thief! Well, that's convenient. The arcade just got held up and the robbers are driving away. What are you gonna do about it? Looks like playtime is over. Put all the stuff you've learned together and get into action. Swing after the car. Use the destination marker in your map if you lose it. Oh, and try not to embarrass yourself, okay? Looks like the robbers are escaping on foot. Go teach them about justice. You know, by beating the snot out of them. I mean, this isn't a civics class. What do you expect?
Oh, trouble!
You want to see something cool? Sprint after that last robber by holding the gun. Nice going.
Oh,
Now get
missed
back
it.
to the arcade already. You know, you should check out some of the games and stuff too.
Actually, hold on. There.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Listen, if you ever want to play some games, come on by. It's on the house.
Sweet.
Bring up your zoom map for a second, would you?
Um.
Great. This map is real useful. You can see destination markers and all kinds of other useful locations on it. Check it out when you get lost. But you'll never get lost, I know that. The destination marker for the first Spidey store has just appeared. Go buy the speed upgrade
Let's hook it up. Boom. So now,
City's been quiet lately. Maybe my luck's finally changing.
no, it isn't. No, yeah, no. They made Spidey very, very cool. In the original movies, or in the Tobey Maguire movies, that's when you got to really experience how cool Spidey was acrobatically. Otto.
Isn't it beautiful, Rosie? This will be my gift to the world. Unlimited energy. The power of a sun harnessed for the good of all mankind.
Don't forget the good of Otto. Eat something.
The sandwich looks good,
We'll
right?
still be here in half an hour.
Good old Otto.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you can call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
Yes, sir. This is on my 360, which I did upgrade the hard drive many, many years ago. I also had to port over the Xbox emulator. We're not gonna talk about how I did that, but
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as... Ah,
uh oh,
right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
uh oh,
Don't. Very well. Get the case.
Give us the case and you won't get hurt.
oh, damn, donkey
Out
punch.
of here. Spider, we're gonna need more men. Stay out of the...
I really don't have time for this.
Get rid of him and get that case.
Is that all you
All right, lady. Yeah, get up.
My name's Spider-Man, and I'll be your rescuer today.
Thank you so much for saving me. The briefcase, you got it back. Thank goodness.
I want this so bad.
I'm sorry. I can't really talk about it.
All right. Well, at least try to be more careful from now on.
NDA.
Don't worry.
Maybe I can still make it before class ends. Dr. Connors,
Peter,
Nah, class is late.
sorry for missing class. I was on my way, but
Peter, I don't want to hear excuses. You have a keen scientific mind. The good grades are slipping. You miss class half the time, and when you do show up, you're asleep in your seat.
yes, Dr. Connors, I
Mm-hmm.
understand.
Have you started your paper on Dr. Octavius yet? He's a good friend of mine, so you better know what you're talking about.
Well, I've been thinking about it.
Thinking isn't your problem. But that paper isn't going to write itself, Peter. And if you don't get your act together, you're in serious danger of failing this class.
I know, Dr. Connors. I'll get
Yes.
things together. I promise.
I
Don't
hope so.
don't make promises,
See you
Peter.
in class.
Peter, don't make promises. All right.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you what you still need to do in the current chapter.
It says go to pizza parlor, earn 2,000 more hero points.
The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, no rush.
Yeah, we'll. I'm not even concerned about that. We're gonna swing around. Uh oh. Hello. What's up?
Oh yeah, let me tell you about these upstanding citizens with the green question marks over their heads. Now, these guys have problems, like you. Could be they saw a crime, could be something else. Now, you don't have to talk to them, but remember, once you get involved, you should take care of the problem. Don't be running away. You know the whole great power, great responsibility thing?
All right.
Problems?
Hey, look out! That person's gonna fall! I'm being shot! Somebody help me!
On my way.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Oh, that kind of sucked. I should have read that better. I was there. I just didn't hit the right button. All right. What's up, homie?
What's the matter?
Hey, Spidey, is your refrigerator running? Because I'm sure am! Coming at ya!
Wow. Nice place you got here. Very homey. In a mansion fancy kind of way. Try not to run into my fist with your face. Is this trap for me or you?
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button.
Freaking
Come on,
superheroes,
Spider,
man,
I'll
they only
squash
crazy.
you. Ugh.
That it? That all you guys got?
Still late. Promised Harry and MJ that I would meet them this evening.
Oh yeah, they did make it so that you had to. The first Spider-Man game, I remember it now. You could swing from anywhere. I think I have the first Spider-Man game. I know I've played it. This one they made it so that you could only use your webs. You could only swing from stuff that was around. So if there's no building around, like here in Central Park, you can't swing from anything. Oh, come on. It also changes the direction of your swinging.
Peter, you made it. Happy birthday.
Hey, buddy. MJ and I had a bet going on whether you would actually show up.
Thanks, Harry. Hey, MJ. I'm almost afraid to ask, but who won the bet?
I did, of course. Okay, Harry, pay up.
All right, all right. You sleeping all right, Pete? You look beat.
Just some late nights.
Still palling around with that murdering bug?
Harry, I know you think Spider-Man killed your dad.
He did kill my dad. Someday I'll get him for it, too. Tell him that next time you see him.
Yeah, well. Hey, congratulations on those billboards, MJ.
Oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It's so unexpected. Everything's happening at once. The billboards, the play, which you have to come see, by the way. I'll get you a ticket for your birthday. Can you swing by later and pick it up?
Swing by.
Oh, swing by, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I promise I'll go. So, what's up at Oscorp lately?
I'm heading up special projects now. We've been providing funding and tritium for one of your heroes, Dr. Octavius. You want to meet him?
Do I? That would be great, Harry.
I'll set everything up then. Come on, let's eat.
Yeah, let's go eat. While we talk about, future villain stuff.
Man, that cake is good. I'm stuffed. I'd better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore.
All right.
I can't even remember the last time I saw Harry or Mary Jane.
So we're at 1,300 hero points. We still got to go to Pizza Parlor. I remember this mission. This mission sucked. No, but I am remembering the first Spider-Man game. It was the ground levels and the swinging levels were not connected. So if you didn't do your swings right, you would quote unquote fall to your. I remember. I remember. This was such a huge. That was another reason I like this game. It was such a huge improvement over the first. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. I gotta run to the little streams room. I gotta stop by the fridge, grab another brewski. I gotta see. I should still own the first Spider-Man. Okay. Everyone hold tight. Your boy will be right back. All right, your boy's back, feeling refreshed. Got a can of refreshment, and your boy's got a sob. I remember now what happened. This is so long ago. This is over 20 years ago. Hold on. First can crack from my peeps chilling with me. Sit around the campfire, kids. Grandpappy got a story for you. We'll tell it while we swing around. So back when I lived in Chicago, in my second apartment there, I at one point,
MJ's been busy with acting. Harry's got Oscorp. Well, who am I kidding? I haven't seen them because I can't meet them.
you done talking? We had green stuff here happening, dude. So as I was living in Chicago,
Harry and MJ really tried to be good friends. And I
you,
keep brushing them off.
can you stop talking? I'm trying to tell a story here. What had happened was the place I was
I
staying in,
wish
the
I could
apartment.
tell Harry and MJ the truth, but how could I?
Okay, let's chill on the wall here. The place I was living in, a little apartment complex or a little apartment building, they had a maintenance room. Oh boy. And what had happened was someone,
Gonna make me hurt you? Ooh.
Spidey's delivery service, sign here.
I can't believe you helped me.
okay, yeah, yeah. So what happened is the maintenance person had left the room open, and one of the tenants had gotten into the maintenance room and got the keys. And so what they did is they went apartment to apartment taking stuff, theft. Mine's was really bad because by the time I found out, it had been, I think, a week or two since it started. And the way I found out is I went to go play a game. What they had done with my collection, I lost about 30 or 40 games. Xbox, PS2 games, a ton. They went, took the games out of the package, out of the game case, and then put the game case back. Yo, Raven, what's good, homie? I'm just telling a sob story. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Talking about how, and this was my second robbery of my place. The first one was in California, but this one hurt because it was a lot of first generation Xbox games, my PS2 collection. I remember I was so mad. The reason I found out I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 3, I went and opened up the package, no disc. I'm like, did I misplace it? Hold up. So I started pulling other game packages out, all empty. I was so mad. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And a few days later, I heard from other neighbors that other places had been hit, and everyone was suspecting some dude getting a hold of the key. So I called the police, made a police report. Police thought I was talking about a garage robbery. I was in Chicago, dude. They didn't care. But I filed the police report. I got it. I went to the leasing agency. And they're like, oh, there's nothing you can do. You need to have renter's insurance. I'm like, I have renter's insurance, but this is theft. Well, we don't have definitive proof. Look, I done called the police. I done filed a report. Other people have filed a report. And I actually bullied them. I didn't even have to go to court. I bullied them into doing a payout. I had to sign a thing saying I wouldn't take them to court or I wouldn't talk to other neighbors. But they paid the full amount of the police report. Good luck getting that happening. Good luck of that happening without a lawyer nowadays. But they knew they had screwed up because it was known that the maintenance room was left open and someone had gotten the keys. Negligence on their part. Did I read your book? I read some of it. I haven't read all of it. I ain't gonna lie, Raven. I've been doing a lot of other work on the PC. I had it pulled up. I got through like a couple of paragraphs. I fell asleep not because the book is boring, but because I have not been getting a lot of sleep recently. I don't have enough to go on to give you an opinion. I do not have enough to give you an opinion yet. Trust me, I will give you an opinion when I finish what you have up there. But you got to give me time, homie. I look. I used to be a huge reader back in the day. Now I'm a streamer. When you stream, don't have much time to read, especially if you're studying around, working on I got a project I've been working on for like 2 years. I what do I think? I have not gone to Patreon. I don't go to Patreon. I don't have money for Patreon. I'm not gonna tease myself looking at a Patreon page. I'm sorry. You saw I looked. I'm not even logged on. That's why I was telling you I can't leave a comment on your page because the only Royal Road log on I have is a personal account. I posted on. I did post that you. Yes, I did. I did shout you out. Just like we did in Vivi's chat. We made sure we shouted you out. Got you some eyes. Um, But again, on Royal Road, I cannot unless I make a brand new account, which I don't. I don't need any more accounts. I ain't gonna look, Raven. I got like 11 email accounts before streaming, and with streaming, I got several more. Dude, no, no, I understand. Look, writing online novels, that is another form of content creation. There is a lot out there. There is a lot out there. And just like I tell small streamers, small like me, smaller than me, maybe a little bigger, people get discouraged all the time. Like, I'm not blowing up. I'm not big. There's 8 billion people on the planet. There's millions of content creators of all kinds of mediums. You got to stick it out and try to get your audience to find you. You may know who your audience is, but your audience doesn't know you. They got to find you, and it takes time. You'll still send me a free copy. I appreciate it. I will get around to reading it or finishing the read, but you have to forgive me. Before I started streaming, there was no lie. There was about 250 online novels that I followed. In the past 6 months, I have read zero of them. You want to tell a story? I understand. I understand. Look, listen. Most VTubers have a lore story, right? Would you believe I have lore that I've been working on since well before I became a VTuber? I have a story in my head that I've been daydreaming about since like the second grade of elementary school, which was back in the 80s, mind you. If I were to tell that lore story, it would be a fucking Avengers trilogy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, I'm sorry. Memory's a little bad. I'm old. I'm going on 3 hours of sleep from last night. I didn't plan on doing stream too long tonight, but just keep writing. Keep writing. Keep putting yourself out there. It will depend on luck, but if the right person finds it and tells the right people, that's that's what you got to hope for. It's the same as streaming, VTubing, whatever. Music. You put it out there. It could be the greatest thing in the world, but if no one sees it, you got to keep putting stuff out there. It takes the right person or the right group of people to see it, and then your audience finds you. I will stand on this hill to the day I die. I swear to God. Some people get lucky. Some people use nefarious means. We ain't gonna talk about that part. Some people, claw their way up the ladder to get the attention. It there's many ways to it, but I firmly believe if you have any kind of talent, there is an audience for you. They just can't find you yet. Patience. I again, I'm gonna stand on that hill forever. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting it out there. And unfortunately, you have to hope that your audience finds you, or you do something that gathers a lot of attention. I'm not an attention person. I do my best to stay away from drama. If you look at my Twitter, I post nothing about drama. I shout out other creators. I do my Twitter poll. If there's drama going on, even if I have an opinion, I have many opinions. I'm old. Old people have opinions all day long. I don't post my opinions. Just because you have an opinion does not mean you should put it out there. Some people do. They get positive feedback, they get negative feedback, whatever. That's them. Not me. This chant, the streaming thing. This is my brand. My brand. Look, I'm a blue collar worker. I go to work. I do my 8 hours or some. I come home. I kick my shoes off. I work on my projects. Crack open some cold ones. By the end of the night, that's when I'm streaming. It's just this is a place for people to come, relax, chill, hang out, talk a little trash, no drama, no stress. Look, don't go dark on me, screen. So that and all the restrictions I have on my Twitch channel, I'm not worried about growth. I'm more worried about having that kind of community where people can just chill. People stop on by, hang out for a few minutes, go dip off, do their thing. I'm happy with that. If I can put smiles on people's faces, that's all. Just like you said, you just want to tell a story, and you want people to read your story. I don't know if you have any particular goals. If you want 10 readers a month, a million readers a month, I don't know. That's up to every individual content creator. I really do need to get a just chatting screen. I chat too much when I get off topic. But back on topic. Raven, I will get back to reading your story. I promise you that. It may take a while. Please forgive me on that. As a fellow content creator, you do know time is precious. Time that you want to allocate to some things get taken up by other things. I got next week, I have off from work for my birthday. I got my friends, one of my best friends, her birthday is coming up in the same time frame. My other best friend, his eldest daughter is having a graduation party from college, so I got to go show up to that. That's one of my rare public appearances. We got the Switch 2 coming out. I gotta pull out the entertainment center, make room, find what places to plug stuff in. You also teasing us, and not teasing's fine. Like I said, we can talk trash here. As long as we friendly about it, we can talk trash. Was gonna tease you. Okay, here's the thing with Vivi. Vivi don't read. That's the only thing. Vivi is not a reader. She can barely read her chat. Getting her to read a novel, an online novel, she'd rather read Twitter. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't say illiterate. Her ADHD is bad. Like she's been purposefully not taking her meds during stream. I think she's probably figuring that it's makes more chaotic content. Hey, that's her brand. She does what she wants. But when you're in stream, everyone knows when she doesn't take her medicine. When she doesn't take her meds, she goes off the rails every 2 minutes. You make one slight comment, she goes down a rabbit hole 3 blocks away. She gets hooked on something and she's like, oh, I want to see this. Oh, wait, this reminds me of this. Oh, wait, this reminds me of this. And next thing you know, we're like 10 subjects away from what we was originally doing. Hell, we're 10 subjects away from the original rabbit hole she went down. But again, like I said, as content creators, we have to understand people get distracted. We get somewhat of the content pill brain and we go down that so that we don't, because Raven, tell me something. How many times you got distracted by something and forgot what you was doing because you want to focus on that? You don't want to forget what you was focusing on because you know as soon as you look away, you're going to forget what it was. I have done that so many times.
Gary's dad was a green goblin. How could I tell him that?
Yo,
Thugs are holding up that armored car.
Are they? Well, I guess we're going to go.
If I could just reach my utility belt.
give me
Oh,
a break.
dude
No
trying to be
problem.
Batman.
Go call the cops. If you only knew.
You have worse ADHD than Vivi? Yeah. So you should understand. I'm not going to say I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed. I had been diagnosed in elementary school as being hyperactive and also having ADD. Now, this was before the term ADHD came in. So technically, I've never been diagnosed with having ADHD. That being said, it also was so long ago, I, on the flip side of having ADHD, I have a severe problem with hyperfocusing. That was my coping mechanism. When I get hooked on something, I focus on it. That's why I can't talk and play the video game at the same time. That's like one of the things. If I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna talk to you. The video game gets paused. The batteries in my controller wear down. But that was my coping mechanism. And like I said, this is from back in the 80s. Like they had to send me to special classes in school because it wasn't a medical term back then. It was a behavioral disorder. This is something you got punished for in school when I was a kid. But yeah, I mean that's basically what it is. All right.
Watch out!
All right, Spidey's here.
I guess I better fight these dudes.
About a career. We're out of here.
All right, we gotta chase the car. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh no, I died. Mission failed. Okay, fine, be that way. The web swinging is still the funnest part of this game. Oh, hello.
Give it to me straight. Do I look fat in these tights?
Spider-Man, a carjacker just made off with someone's car. It was just a second ago.
Oh, we got some GTA going on right here.
Not while I have anything to say about it.
Pull over now.
Batter up.
I'm breaking up this breaking.
There we go. We got some hero points. Ah, what time is it? Oh boy. What do we have here? Oh, it's a race. There we go. So we beat the race. Go for the mega time of 45 seconds. Nah, we're good. They want me to try again. We'll try again, but we're not getting the mega time. Yeah, no, I'm not getting 45 seconds. Raven, here's the thing. First and foremost, always shoot your shot. Always shoot your shot. It does help if you're on good terms with that streamer, that YouTuber, whatever. If they know you, if you're in their community, that does bolster things. That's where the whole networking part comes in. You know, you'd have a better chance of getting Vivi to read. Well, you got a bigger chance of getting Vivi to react to your stuff because she knows you, as opposed to like emailing. I don't know who, Ludwig, Queso, whatever. I mean, those guys are huge. They probably don't know half their community, and it's no fault of theirs. I mean, they're just that big. But you know, a content creator that knows you, you react to them a lot, they that you interact with them, it's always more of a bonus in that case. Someone who does writing as content, that is also a bonus. That is also a bonus. You know, it's like if you do music, hit up music reactors because they're more likely to react to that content. They're always looking for new stuff to react to that's in their genre. Don't hit up a painting VTuber with some video game stuff unless they play video games, you know? But like I was saying, it helps if they're familiar with you. Because sadly, because of all the stuff that's happened recently, hell, not just recently, the past like 3 years in VTubing, as long as I've been in it, there is always the suspicion that someone is using other people to get, you know, up there. I mean, we had a recent situation in the VTubing world, like, you know, a month or so ago. It's always happening, and it sucks because it makes it harder for other people to legitimately get a break. No, we're not trying this challenge again. We're going to keep swinging. Where the hell is this balloon supposed to be? Oh, the webbing causes it to pop? That sucks. Alright, sorry, kid. I tried. Yo, what's up?
Need help?
Okay, we'll go take care of them.
Surrender immediately.
Surrender immediately.
Shooting?
All right, we'll take care of them. Got your dose of grandpa. All right, Raven. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Take care of what you're doing. Do your thing. Remember my suggestion. You want to tie it into like a streaming thing. Do some. I ain't gonna say ASMR, but read a chapter like hell. Read a chapter a week. I don't know how often. Well, you said you're behind. If you write a chapter a day, do 2 or 3 streams a week where you're reading a chapter. Do more than serious thought. Just do it. All right. I know you was talking about trying to get someone to read it for you. I'm saying read it yourself. I'm saying try reading it yourself. You never know until you try. But do it. Get your chapter out, homie. Thank you for stopping by. Consider what Grandpa said. Do reading streams. Die of cringe. Guess what? You're in the VTuber community. Be cringe, but be free. Yeah, try it on stream. Upload the look. Stream it on Twitch. If no one shows up, you can still upload the VOD to YouTube and just have it sit there. It can sit there. I found out I had some videos from a while ago that got viewed. I've been doing retro gaming for like the past 2 weeks. PS1, Xbox this week. I saw a VOD I put up a week ago. It got like 2 views the first day. I look back, it's got like 30 views. I'm like, where did this come from? The algorithm didn't push this. No, someone looked it up. Some people looked it up or something. Put him up there. Let him sit. YouTube is a forever. As long as you don't get banned on YouTube, it sits forever. You never know when someone will find what you're doing. You die of cringe the first time. After that, it's free money. Once you get monetized. Go get your chapter out, Raven. Thanks for stopping by, homie.
Web slinger just showed up.
Oh, trouble!
Take a nap, Zap.
Don't worry about what it is.
Find a safer line of work. Get to the car!
All right, so we got to go and chase the car down.
I'll get him.
Oh, no, I got hit by a car.
Tag, you're in. It's wrecking my car!
Hope your insurance is paid up.
There we go. All right, Raven. Peace out, homie. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, we got our health back. We actually had the 2,000 points. I guess we. Nah, we're not gonna do the pizza parlor. We're gonna swing around just a little bit more. No, we're not doing the race. Yeah, dude, I so missed the first Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man, okay. The first Spider-Man had a great web swinging thing, but the thing is, the ground and the skyscraper sections were separated. So if you were high above the sky, you had death by falling. But you could basically attach a web to thin air. See, like this one, your webs are controlled by where they attach to. So your swing, like right here, he turns to the left because yeah, where he was. And see, I can't. There. Oh yeah, and this was the what's the best term I can use for it? The Assassin's Creed search and find. Grand Theft Auto had it. Assassin's Creed was bad for it. Like I played Valhalla and oh my gosh, half the game was search for this, search for the 100 of these, search for 50 of these. I mean, it's great for exploring the map, but I give me more content. No, the web swinging. I think I'm on the. No, I'm not on the helicopter. I could have sworn you could have web swung on the helicopter. Yep, I'm on the helicopter. Maybe I'll come back and revisit this game someday because this legitimately was a fun game. Like, could you imagine being in an office building and just see this dude just fly by on a web? Most of the time, just for shits and giggles, and just fly through the air like this. Yeah, there's no board. There's, I think this is the highest building in the city, I believe. Okay, camera, stop doing that. Okay, I can't help with the camera. There we go. All right, we do have one building that looks a little bigger, but I think this is the big one. good thing they don't have like splat damage. Because I could have, I would swear, swinging into some of these buildings would hurt. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing, Spidey? There we go. All right, we are now at the tallest point in the game. And this used to be something I thought was so cool. I'm like, look how far the draw distance is. I can go there. We're gonna, back in the day, we didn't care about popping or load in screens or textures being loaded in. It's like, I can see it, I can go there. And if it loads up, so be it. But it was better than a black loading screen, you know? Anyway, we're going to save this. We're going to call it here. Yes, yes. Check my Xbox console. I have plenty of space. $50,000. Yeah, they used to call them blocks instead of megabytes and gigabytes. That's fine. I got space for days. All right. That being said, your boy really does need to get to bed. Or at least try to get some real sleep. I don't know if I'm going to get into bed right away. Um, let's see who is on. We're going to share the love. Throw a little raid out there. So let's see. Let's see who is on right now. Hmm. Hmm. How long have you been on? Let me take a look. Oh yeah, she's gonna be on for a while. All right, we're gonna go and read the lovely Miss Strawberry VTuber Irene. If my mouse will act right. Mouse. I probably need to recharge this damn thing. There you are. All right, let's get this raid started, shall we? Make sure I got it spelled right. All right, dude. Okay, I gotta put my mouse on the charger. All right, we're gonna go and raid Miss Irene. Again, I thank everyone for coming on, hanging on out, chilling, chatting, lurking. Much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll hit the 360 games tomorrow. We'll see. But until next time, y'all be good, be safe, stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Most of all, stay awesome, and I will talk to you next time. Peace out.